Alright, here's a quick video on how to lower a Softail frame. This is a 2001 FLSTF. I had an air ride system on it and it was just too much hassle, so pulled it off. Gonna put the stock shocks back on. So here's the stock shock setup, and the install or the pulling them off is super easy. There's one shouldered bolt here, and there's the acorn that goes on the top here. So there's 4 bolts total to pull the shocks. We're gonna put this LA Choppers kit on here, and you can see the difference. It just gives you a full thread adjustment. So instead of stopping here and having no adjustability, you can pretty much go wherever you want. So first we're going to take these in the press, push down on the tops of the shafts, and you'll come down to the C-clip here, and you'll pull the clip out, and then you can disassemble the shock body. So now that the shock's compressed, you can see there's this clip in here. So all you got to do is pop this out, and then we'll take the pressure off it. Alright, so now that our clips are out, you can pull the whole shock apart. You see everything will come out like this. But you don't need to pull any of this apart, I'm just showing you. There's a spring holder on the bottom there with a seal. Everything goes right back in like that. We're going to pull them out. You can see there's this surface with 2 flats on the bottom. We're going to go ahead and break this loose and pull this shaft off. Alright, so you can see the head here has been pulled off. I'm going to do the same to the other shock. This one had just an abundance of Loctite in there. But yeah, I'm going to pull the other shock off, do the same thing. Alright, so we just pulled the top caps off. Now what we're going to do is pull these. You end up with just an empty top. We'll take the lock nuts off these, off the stock ones. I guess a jam nut. And then install them onto the new kit here. We'll take these, thread them back in. Start right there, and we're going to go back over and put them on. So now I've got our new ones in here like this with our old jam nuts. We're going to just take them down wherever flush, that's fine. We're going to screw this down. I put a little bit of Loctite on that. You can clamp it in like that. Now you can see we've got our shafts changed here on the top. This is the stock one. You can see how much extra adjustability it gives you with all the threads. And you can change a lot with that. But we're going to do the same thing. We're going to take these off, and we're not take them off, we're going to put them back on. Alright, so we're pretty much back to reassembling on the bike now. Here's the nylocks it came with for the stops on the new rods here. So I'm going to take these, thread them on, get them to the same point on each, and reinstall it, and we'll see if that's the right ride height we're looking for. The camera just shut off on me, but I just got everything finished up. Ride height adjusted. You can see where it sits now. You can really slam this too. I mean, you could, you know, drop it another 1.5 or 2 inches, but I'm gonna leave it here because I don't want to totally ruin the ride quality of it. Just going back together, just make sure you Loctite everything, and then set your adjuster screws evenly. It's an easy kit to put together. I don't know. If you're taking your time, maybe about a 2-hour job if you're really lagging it, but it's an easy job. 4 bolts, and yeah, lower your bike.